Welcome to the Wednesday shave. It may not be sunny where you are, or it may be sunny, but if it's not, we bring the sunshine to you. Definitely sunny in here. Some nice daffodils there, like roses you may see in the intro. Some of them are like a rose type, beautiful. I don't know where or how she does it. Thank you, Mrs. H. How's your health? How's your week going so far? We're halfway through it. So you're halfway there. The glass is half full. Don't forget, positivity to see you to the end of the week. And always helped by some good shaves, which I hope you're having. Mix of products today. Is there anything new? Nothing new in this one for you. You've seen them before, dependent how long you've watched me, of course. Razor Parker variant today. And I'm going to do something special, well, different. Personna Red, brand new, 2-piece razor, adjustable razor. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Make sure everything's lined up. Right, close it till it's fully closed. So that's below 1 now. So wait a minute. That's its mildest setting, 1, right? I'm going to take it up. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Take it up. I'm going to have to keep checking because I can't see in the thing. Now, that's 5. That's its highest setting. If you look there, there's a plus. So you can go higher. So I'm going to go another 5. And I'll come back to when I get around to 5. 4, 5. So initially this is setting 10. Looks like a Maca future, doesn't it? Now, it's solid, it's not loose. Well, it is slightly. But it's safe enough to shave. Not sure if you're supposed to do this. You can go up, there's a plus sign there. So I presume you can. So that would be its highest setting, setting 10. Now, I don't know if I'm going to keep it on that for each pass. We'll see how it goes. But for that to work, I need a very slick soap, and that for me is going to be Maca from the Body Shop. It's a very silky, like a gold beigey colour, very shiny. I've put that in the red mixing bowl, and I'm going to use the vintage handled horsehair brush today. I'll show you now. The 150 Ever Ready. Hope that's the right way. I think it is 150, yeah. So that's been soaking, but I'm going to put some pre-shave oil. This is a Village Barber shaving oil. I'll use it as a pre-shave oil. Don't need a lot. About 3 drops there. Massage that together. It's a nice scent. Obviously you could shave with this oil, but that takes away the fun for me. I've had odd comments, and not often, but I've had a few comments in the past saying, I don't see what all the point of this is. Me, he said, I'm straight in the shower, sponge, blah blah, multi-blade, blah blah, and out, mate, down a pub, mate. That's fine if that's your thing. But I enjoy the process of it. And that's what these videos are about. This is what the channel's about, as every other shavers. That's why you're here, because you share the interest, don't we, in shaving and being at two with each other. Right. Toxic. Let's lather up. So that's wet now, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. We had sad news this week in Britain. A character, a very famous comedian, presenter, ventriloquist and singer, performer, shall we say, Sir Ken Dodd, passed away aged 90. I'm just adding water. This is easiest and slickest shaving cream you could ever wish to. This is a lovely brush. Probably a bit too much cream in there, but you can never have too much. Look at that, loaded up. Yeah, so he passed away. So he sadly missed from Liverpool. He was born in the same house. Not many stars, you can say, have done this. His father was a coalman, and he was saying in an interview he went with his father when they had the coal business to a place called Wrexham in North Wales, not far away, to the horse market to buy a horse in order to pull the cart to deliver the coal. And he was born in this house. He lived in Notty Ash, and he died in the house. It's right, here we go. This soap, I'll tell you, some people can find this a slight irritant in it. They'll use it and there's a bit of an irritant there. There's something not quite right. So that means you've got a bit of an allergy to something in it, maybe. But I found it. And if that is the case, it's a shame really, because it's a damn good, protective and slick. One of the most slickest soaps I've ever used, and easily to lather to make it that way, as you can see. Now we have to concentrate now. The Parker variant, as I say, doubled up, so it's set in 10, Personna Red, and I can see it through the gap. Good grief. See how we get on. Pass number 1. Feels good. It's feels safe, secure, and it feels, if you close your eyes, it's not as heavy, but it feels sort of Maca Future. Maca Future R41 type feel to it in aggression, but this soap just glides. That blade works well in there. Feels, yeah, you can really feel that blade. So if you don't like aggressive, you wouldn't like this. Listen to that, beautiful. And that's a lovely first pass. And that's it, no need to do any more. Right, hang on a minute. Okay. Tidy up. There isn't much left, you know. There isn't much left. That was lovely. I thought I'd feel, I can feel, oh listen to that. I thought it'd feel a lot more aggressive than that, but very light touch. Good slickness there. Right, on to pass number 2, across the growth. Welcome to pass number 2. that's what it looks like after the first pass. So we'll go back, paint this, oh, good stuff, paint this on. Oh, that's what I wanted to let you know. If anybody follows me on Facebook and things like that, because I get some messages sent and I don't see, you may not get a reply and you may think, oh, it's a long time replying. YouTube is the place for contact for me. I don't, like some people are always connected to Facebook and Instagram, Twitter on their phones. I'm not. I make a I don't want to be constantly with it all the time everywhere I go, so I can't get reception or signal in some places I work anyway. So and I just log in every so often to Facebook especially and check things, and then that's when I see the messages and blah de blah. So if you don't get a reply, it's because I'm not constantly connected to it. I make a thing of not being, I don't want to be, I don't need the phone there all the time with everything coming up on it, because I see it in my workplace, I see it with people on the street and everybody's on there, which is good, but with doing YouTube as well, you'd never do anything else really, so I tend to back off from that and I go into it now and again, so hopefully that explains if you don't get a reply. As I said before, it's a job sometimes to reply to the comments, which I love reading, by the way. We're still on setting 10. 10. Thank you so much for the writing the comments, it's lovely. This is a lovely shave. Nice and gentle, nice and calm, and nice and enjoyable. Oh, there's bound to be a few spots of blood. There's got to be. You can't have a blade this exposed and not. I haven't felt anything yet, but normally if I don't nick, I overdo it and then causes a nick or two. The slickness, I'll show you the slickness. You can see that is nice. The scent on this, you see, I wouldn't buy that for the scent. It's just some people like it, it's just a bland scent for me, but you wouldn't buy that soap just for the scent unless you like it, obviously. But the main reason's for its slickness. I'll just show you the slickness now. It's an aggressive razor, straight on the. So hopefully that'll show a bit of slickness. Beautiful. Right, that's pass number 2, and I'll see you now in pass number 3 when we go against the growth, and we may even leave it on setting 10. You never know, we're brave here. Welcome to third pass. Even more slickness you can feel on each application. This is thick, creamy, and I love it like that. So here we go, against the growth. quiet. I'm in the moment, enjoying it. Lovely. Really nice. This also stays slick if you wet it even more, this lather. Right, yeah, I knew I would. Just one there. But I like it like this, you see. Ooh, I felt that, caught it there. You see, it's so exposed, the blade, it's easily caught. So, Septic pencil, straight away. Wet it, clean it, dab it. Leave it for a minute. Carry on with the shave. Yeah, in fact, I'm not going to tempt fate on this. I'm going to lower it now, back to setting, right the way back, 7 settings, number 3. 1, 2, 3, there we go, and I'll do this. So it's just a test really for me, to see what it shaves like on that setting. Dialed all the way up to setting 10. Under the nose, done. That's lovely. How's that looking now? You can see the septic, can you? See that shine? It just seals it for you. I mean, depends how bad the cut, you know, if you cut yourself sort of like that, no good putting the whole pencil in there, you know, trying to stop it. You'd be screaming, because it does sting when you put it on, for those that don't know. Alum's another good one. Right, look how short that's gone. Let that dry, and that's not so bad though for how aggressive that is. Ready. I don't know, oh, I'll tell you in a minute, I'll come back to that. But anyway, what time is it? Daffodil time, no. Shave time, no. Well, it is. 3, 2, 1, pickup time. Okay, welcome to pickup time. I'm not sure if I'm going to carry on with that. It's a bit of fun. It's done its thing. I know if people say, oh no, you know, enjoy that. But I'll bring it back. I'll do it now and again. But I don't think I'll do it every shave. We'll see. But anyway, pickup time. Here we go. Setting 3 now. You can see how slick this soap is. Can hardly hear anything cutting now, it's gone. Oh, just a bit there. Rinse, rinse, rinse. Very important. Just using the wetness now, the water and the slickness of the soap. Now that is close. Right, we'll rinse off. Oh yeah. Oh, that's slick. That's slick. That's lovely. Right, what are we going to use? Boots the Chemist. This is tea tree and witch hazel. Good stuff. Needed in this shave. Bit of a tingle there. Nothing offensive. Good stuff. Right. And I thought I'd use this. Floid Aftershave. Bit of menthol in this. Ah, it's a lovely scent. Lovely scent. Just you have to hold the hole a bit. It's a bit too big. Too much comes out. There we go. Get your snifters on that. Hey. I was just thinking, someone tried to be clever when it was a few years ago now, and I used to use the Maca Future a lot, and someone said, oh, I like the Maca Future, and they thought they'd sort of embarrass me maybe, or you know, a bit of fun I think it was. Do you think I could use that razor on my wife's bits? I said, oh, you most probably could if you've got a steady hand and a very gentle touch, but for God's sake don't put any Arko cologne on there. I haven't heard of him since. Right. One of the slickest and most protective creams I've used. It was one of the first really Arko classic. Good stuff. Look at these bloody, wait a minute. We'll sort that out. We'll sort that out, wait a minute. There's a lid. Let's sort that out first. I don't want pink cream, do I? Okay. I've caught it again, haven't I? There we go. That's it. You have to work this. It's quite thick, so you have to work this in. Oh, it feels lovely. Oh, that is nice. Oh. There we go, and that's it. So let's go over what we've used. Parker variant, lovely razor, solid, well built, and a decent price for a good quality razor. You know, for a sort of the working man, if you like. This is 50 quid, it might be less now, £50. I'm not sure, but they're worth £50 in my book. when you get to the 100 and 200 and 300, I'm not saying they're not worth it, because you know the hours that go into these razors, designing them, building them, doing, you know, oh, it must be thousands of hours, and then to get the quality build of it, it costs money. But you know, I don't know if I'd pay £200-300 and all this sort of stuff for razors. Not saying they're not worth it though. You could buy them and keep them obviously, but there comes a limit, should we say. There's a limit. There's only so many funds in the old coffers. Good razor though, you know, works well. Set in 10, so it's like doubled up on the set, on the aggression down here. It stayed solid. It worked. It felt aggressive. They had a sort of Maca future. People say, well, what setting on the future would that be? I mean, setting 1 and 2 on a future is very open, very aggressive. Is a job to tell. They're completely different razors. You can't really compare them. That feels different anyway, even on its most aggressive. It has a future aggression, but if I had to put it, it'd be 2 or 3 on the future maybe, for me. And R41, same sort of a feel to the blade. We used the Maca root for men. Maca root shave cream. This is from the Body Shop. As I say, be careful with it. If you're not sure, it's a lovely slick, it's one of the slickest soaps and good protection you'll use. You wouldn't buy it for the scent, really. But if you're not sure of it, if you buy it, and it's not that cheap or inexpensive, just put a bit somewhere and leave it for a while. See if you get a bit of a tingle. If you don't, so you're fine. I'm okay with it, luckily. We used the Personna Red, which came in that, a little envelope. We've used the vintage 150 Eveready, or Eveready 150 horsehair knot, as good as a badger, beautiful brush. Before all that, sorry, we used the Village Barber shaving oil as a pre-shave. Then we rinsed off, and we used Boots the Chemist tea tree and witch hazel. You can see there, you shake it up and that'll turn clear after a bit when it's settled. And then we used Floid Aftershave. There we go, there's a bit of menthol in that, lovely scent. And that one over, oh, it's not there, it's in the other room. I got 2 of the Floyds, so the other one's the genuine, I think. And then the Arko classic moisture cream to put the thing back. And as you can see now, the cuts are nicely sealed up, no pain, no irritation, close, really nice. Very happy with that. What a start to midweek. So thanks again for watching, for your support twice a week, for your comments, for being there, and really appreciate it. Thanks very much. Hope you have some fantastic shaves, stay in good health as normal, and look after each other, and try and stay as positive and happy as you can. So until Sunday for the weekend shave, you take care of yourselves.